After years of silence and conjecture, Portia de Rossi is speaking out about her well-publicized divorce. Portia, known for being quiet, has kept many details about her personal life private, particularly her relationship with Ellen DeGeneres. After the breakup, the actress and philanthropist are now speaking up and sharing their genuine feelings and opinions. What prompted this introspective moment? And when Portia starts a new chapter, what is ahead for her? Come along with us as we reveal the whole story of her journey, including its highs, lows, and the lady she is today. Childhood struggles and loss. Portia de Rossi experienced great sorrow and exquisite moments early in life. Born Amanda Lee Rogers in Geelong, Australia, she grew up in a loving home until her father passed away from a heart attack when she was only 9 years old. Due to this tragedy, her mother was left to raise Portia and her brother alone, leaving an emotional vacuum that had a significant influence on her early years. Later, Portia disclosed that she struggled with emotions of fear and abandonment after losing her father. She struggled with her identity and frequently felt alienated, which was made worse by both her struggles and society's expectations. It's interesting to note that she used acting and performing as a coping mechanism and escape from her pain as a child. Her perseverance and final ambition to define herself in a world that frequently felt overpowering and alienating were made possible by these early battles. Reinvention through a name change. Changing her name from Amanda Lee Rogers to Portia de Rossi was an exercise of self-reinvention as much as chasing a Hollywood career. Drawing inspiration from Shakespeare's The Merchant of Venice's Portia, she decided on a name that reflected the sophistication, wit, and intelligence she hoped to possess. To lend a touch of European refinement and mystery, the surname de Rossi was chosen. This change represented Portia's wish to get away from the suffering of her past, which included the loss of her father and the difficulties of growing up feeling different. She also changed her name to distance herself from her fears and establish a character that reflected the strong, self-assured woman she aspired to be. Interestingly, she later acknowledged that this reinvention gave her the strength to withstand the harsh criticism of the Hollywood industry and helped her survive its frequently violent environment. Concerning her true self. Portia de Rossi's sexual orientation was a problematic secret that came with her rise to Hollywood celebrity. The entertainment industry was far less inclusive in the 1990s and early 2000s, and the LGBTQ+ people experienced a great deal of prejudice. Fearing that coming out would ruin her career and drive away supporters, Portia felt forced to keep her true self hidden. She described instances in which she would go to events with men to prevent rumors while experiencing a deep sense of alienation from her public identity. Roles that required her to portray heterosexual relationships on TV added to the burden, further separating her personal and professional lives. Interestingly, while her position in Ally McBeal made her famous, it also made her problems worse because she felt pressured to keep up a perfect image. Ultimately, Portia's decision to come out was brave and freeing. It opened the door for more acceptance in Hollywood and encouraged many others to be true to themselves. Battling body image issues. Portia de Rossi struggled privately with eating disorders and body issues despite her success in the workplace. Her concerns were made worse by her role in the wafer-thin cast of Ally McBeal. Later, Portia disclosed that to meet the unattainable beauty standards of Hollywood, she would survive on a diet so rigorous that it threatened her health. Her past unsuccessful relationships, which frequently left her feeling alone and inadequate, added to her difficulties. According to Portia, she used her eating illness as a means of maintaining control over her frequently tumultuous life. Interestingly, she didn't start addressing these problems directly until after seeing Ellen DeGeneres and undergoing treatment. Because of her bravery in opening up about her difficulties, Portia has become a strong voice for body positivity and mental health awareness, demonstrating that even people who appear to have it all can experience severe problems. Finding strength in love. For Portia de Rossi, meeting Ellen DeGeneres was a life-changing event that brought her love and security amid internal conflict. Beginning in 2004, their relationship gave Portia the emotional stability she had long desired. She faced issues with identity, body image, and celebrity demands because of Ellen's unfailing support. They broke down barriers and normalized gay relationships in the public view by becoming one of Hollywood's most visible LGBTQ+ couples. It's interesting to note that Portia attributes her ability to accept vulnerability, something she had previously shunned due to fear of rejection, to Ellen. Their mutual dedication to campaigning and philanthropy deepened their relationship and gave Portia a reason to do more than just perform. Their love story served as motivation, demonstrating that genuine love can flourish even in the most scrutinized environment. In addition to finding healing, Ellen's support gave Portia a fresh feeling of joy and self-worth. Opening up through memoir. Unbearable Lightness, a story of loss and gain, Portia de Rossi's memoir became a potent instrument for her advocacy and rehabilitation. The book, which was published in 2010, provided an unvarnished glimpse into her struggles with anorexia, the demands of Hollywood beauty standards, and her quest to accept her sexuality. Portia described terrifying situations, like living off of only 300 calories per day, and how she concealed her inner suffering behind a flawless facade. For Portia, writing the memoir was a form of catharsis that gave her the strength to face her complicated past while inspiring others to get assistance. Her unvarnished honesty was praised by readers, many of whom shared how her experience encouraged them to accept their flaws. The memoir's impact went beyond her notoriety and solidified her position as a champion for self-acceptance and mental wellness. It shows her tenacity and a ray of hope for people going through comparable difficulties. Turning to philanthropy. Following her departure from acting, Portia de Rossi decided to pursue philanthropy as her next endeavor. She co-founded the Ellen DeGeneres Wildlife Fund with Ellen, which focuses on conservation and preserving endangered animals, such as Rwandan gorillas. Because of her intense passion for animals, Portia has supported various animal sanctuaries and anti-factory farming movements. In addition to advocating for animal welfare, she has been an outspoken advocate for mental health programs, sharing her experience to encourage others to get treatment. Because people, animals, and the environment are all intertwined, Portia has utilized her position to promote sustainable living and responsible consumption. Portia has established a reputation outside Hollywood by living up to her principles. Fans and campaigners find resonance in her transformation from actor to philanthropist, reflecting a deep desire to leave the world in a better state than when she saw it. Ellen's childhood trauma. Ellen DeGeneres' turbulent and complex past influenced her path to becoming a household figure. Ellen was abused as a teenager while growing up in New Orleans, Louisiana, and she bore this terrible secret for a large portion of her early years. Ellen used comedy as a coping mechanism and a source of empowerment to cover up her suffering. These early years gave her an unmatched tenacity and influenced her comic approach. One of her most impressive qualities is her capacity to turn personal adversity into laughter for millions. Many others have been motivated to face their challenges by Ellen's courage in subsequently speaking out about her experience. Her narrative demonstrates how hardship may serve as a springboard for achievement, molding her into the compassionate and innovative figure she is today. Public persona versus struggles. Although Ellen DeGeneres is adored worldwide for her contagious humor and vivacious personality, her public presence frequently obscured the difficulties she experienced behind the scenes. Being a well-known celebrity, Ellen was under tremendous pressure to keep up her upbeat, be-kind image even during difficult times. The contrast between her private and public lives was particularly noticeable during the debates surrounding her talk show. Her cheery exterior belied a more complicated reality as reports of personal stress and professional toxicity surfaced. Ellen's tenacity is seen in her ability to make millions of people happy despite these obstacles. Her legacy as an entertainer and a person is deepened by this contrast between her lighthearted humor and intense emotional hardship, which serves as a reminder that even the most admired people have hidden difficulties. Portia's love for equestrian sports. Portia de Rossi's passion for equestrian activities has played a significant role in her life for many years. Beyond just being a pastime, equestrian activity gave her the peace and relaxation she needed to escape the hectic pace of Hollywood. She frequently described the sport as a means of emotional healing and reestablishing a connection with nature, finding comfort in a rhythmic connection with horses. Riding became more than simply a pastime for Portia. It became a kind of therapy that helped her through challenging times, particularly during the most turbulent times in her career. Even if she isn't as active in them, Ellen DeGeneres encouraged Portia's enthusiasm for equestrian activities. She admired Portia's hobbies by frequently attending events or supporting her from the sidelines. Their mutual support for one another's goals shows how well their relationship is based. In many ways, Portia's bond with horses kept her sane amid the spotlight, enabling her to find tranquility in her alone time. Career milestones and setbacks. Ellen DeGeneres' career is a shining example of resiliency and creativity. When she came out as a lesbian on her trailblazing sitcom Ellen in 1997, it paralleled her real-life coming out and became a cultural icon. But this audacious move sparked criticism, and Ellen experienced severe professional isolation due to the series' abrupt cancellation. Resolved to keep going, she changed herself and eventually started The Ellen DeGeneres Show in 2003. In addition to reviving her career, the talk show's enormous popularity established her as a pioneer for the LGBTQ+ portrayal. Ellen went on to start her own production company, present the Academy Awards, and advocate for inclusivity and kindness. Her career continues to serve as a monument to overcome hardship and shattering barriers in the entertainment industry, even in the face of recent public scrutiny. Her tale never stops inspiring as she redefines what it means to be a formidable, multifaceted icon. Navigating controversy and image. Following claims of a toxic workplace on The Ellen DeGeneres Show, Ellen DeGeneres encountered serious difficulties in the latter years of her career. The adored presenter experienced a public relations disaster due to former staff members and employees disclosing wrongdoing. Ellen, well known for her "Be Kind" motto, took the situation head-on, apologizing and promising to alter things within her company. Her core fan base appreciated her openness and attempts to make things right despite the criticism. The dispute highlighted the challenges of upholding a favorable public image under continual scrutiny. Ellen's resilience was demonstrated by her ability to own up to her mistakes while maintaining her trademark sense of humor. Her story evolved into a more comprehensive analysis of the difficulties of celebrity and leadership, providing insightful teachings on responsibility and self-awareness. Even the brightest stars have their shadows, as demonstrated by Ellen's enduring cultural icon status. Ellen's hidden talent for design. Ellen DeGeneres has demonstrated her extraordinary knack for interior design throughout her career, as well as her comic prowess and hosting abilities. Ellen has renovated and flipped several upscale homes thanks to her exceptional sense of design, and both professionals and enthusiasts have praised her creations. She prioritizes warmth above elegance and is renowned for her ability to turn areas into hospitable and cozy settings. According to Ellen, design is about making places where people feel comfortable, not simply about beauty. Portia de Rossi has been crucial in these design efforts, frequently contributing her artistic ideas and assisting Ellen in realizing her ideas. In addition to yielding beautiful outcomes, this partnership has given the couple a valuable opportunity to strengthen their relationship. Together, they create spaces that express their distinct preferences and ideals by fusing Portia's creative sensibilities with Ellen's astute design sense. Ellen's untapped creativity never ceases to amaze, demonstrating her adaptability and love for designing environments that transcend mere aesthetics. Ellen's stand-up comedy comeback. With her 2018 Netflix special Relatable, Ellen DeGeneres triumphantly and unexpectedly returned to stand-up comedy despite personal struggles. Ellen's special was a great success because it gave her fans a new perspective on her after a 15-year hiatus from stand-up. In the special, she reflected on aging, celebrity, and the hardships of Hollywood life with her trademark wit and self-deprecating humor. Her openness about her personal experiences struck a profound chord with viewers, demonstrating her capacity to find humor in even the most difficult situations. Relatable cemented Ellen's place as one of Hollywood's most enduring comedic voices, and both fans and critics praised her comeback to the stage. The program's success demonstrated that her talent for comedy had not diminished over time, and that she still maintained a close relationship with her audience. An era ends in 2024. An era revolutionizing daytime television ended in 2024 with Ellen DeGeneres' departure. Millions worldwide enjoyed the humor, celebrity interviews, and memorable moments during the 19 seasons of The Ellen DeGeneres Show. From unexpected giveaways to acts of kindness that changed people's lives, the show was renowned for its generosity, which gave Ellen a special place in popular culture. Her decision to leave, nevertheless, wasn't made hastily. Ellen decided to put her own mental health and well-being first after overcoming personal scandals and the emotional strain of upholding her vivacious persona. Her departure signaled a change in her priorities from being a constant in the lives of her supporters to pursuing new interests. Even though she left the public eye, her influence on entertainment, charity, and the LGBTQ+ representation endures. Even in the height of success, Ellen's legacy serves as a reminder of the value of change. A blossoming love story. One of Hollywood's longest-running romances is that of Portia de Rossi and Ellen DeGeneres. Although they originally crossed paths in 2000, their relationship ended in 2004. Ellen was already paving the way for LGBTQ+ representation at the time, while Portia was overcoming her worries about coming out in public. Their relationship developed in silence, allowing them to build genuineness and trust. Ellen gave Portia strength and inspired her to accept who she was. Their love, characterized by mutual support and laughing, turned into a haven from the difficulties of public life. From their initial meetings to their lasting relationship, Portia and Ellen's story exemplifies how love can thrive based on courage and honesty. Their partnership is still an inspiration, demonstrating that love is limitless and flourishes when it is carefully tended. Symbols of LGBTQ+ love. In the LGBTQ+ community, Ellen DeGeneres and Portia Rossi have become timeless representations of inclusion and love. Their 2008 marriage was historic because it happened at a critical juncture for LGBTQ+ rights. The couple has been outspoken about their experience, candidly talking about the pleasures and difficulties of their union. Their union demonstrated the universality of love and served as a light of progress. Portia and Ellen have persevered in their devotion to one another in the face of celebrity demands, handling life's highs and lows with poise. They continue to support programs that advance diversity and representation, demonstrating that their support for equality transcends their personal lives. Portia and Ellen's candor and prominence encourage numerous people to accept their identities. Their bond serves as a potent reminder of the tenacity and beauty of true love. Relationship strains and challenges. Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi's relationship is not an exception to the rule that even the most admired partnerships encounter difficulties. The demands of celebrity and Ellen's demanding work schedule occasionally cause conflict despite their strong friendship. While Ellen attempted to balance her rigorous work life with their relationship, Portia often felt overwhelmed by Ellen's extravagant reputation. The pair have been open about overcoming these obstacles, stressing the value of support and communication. They occasionally prioritized personal development by taking time apart and leaning into therapy. These difficulties just made them more determined to stick together. Fans may relate to them because of their candor about the challenges of upholding a well-known relationship, reminding them that love demands effort and compromise. Through tenacity, Ellen and Portia have demonstrated that obstacles may serve as springboards for an even more solid collaboration. Therapy and communication. Portia de Rossi and Ellen DeGeneres sought therapy as a safe place to work through their issues and keep their marriage intact. Both understood the importance of open communication and made a concerted effort to release emotional burdens from their pasts. Rebuilding trust, communicating weaknesses, and appreciating one another's distinct viewpoints all depended on therapy sessions. Ellen talked about the strains of celebrity and how it affected their relationship, while Portia spoke on her issues with self-identity. Some discrepancies remained intractable, even though therapy helped close some gaps. Even though they understood that love alone couldn't remedy every problem, their readiness to try to heal one another demonstrated their intense devotion. Their experience is a moving reminder of the value of self-improvement, teamwork, and knowing when to let go for one's well-being. Divorce and reflection. Portia de Rossi's choice to divorce Ellen DeGeneres was a painful but essential chapter in their shared story. After years of juggling celebrity and the demands of a high-profile relationship, the pair battled unresolved issues that therapy and communication couldn't fully address. Portia said the choice expressed self-love and recognition of their unique needs. Reflecting on their relationship, she was thankful for the lessons they learned and their love. Despite the anguish of separation, Portia found acceptance by viewing the divorce as a shared step toward happiness and personal development rather than failure. Their narrative demonstrates the bravery required to put mental health first and the bittersweet beauty of realizing when love is over. Joyful moments together. Despite the difficulties, Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi produced a wealth of happy memories that characterized their years together. Their relationship was based on happy times spent together, whether throwing extravagant parties full of laughter or spending peaceful hours at home with their pets. As they collaborated to change the world, their shared passion for philanthropy, especially in animal welfare, brought them closer. One noteworthy highlight was their collaborative efforts to save endangered creatures, demonstrating their mutual love of giving back. These humorous and significant encounters demonstrated the strong bond they developed throughout their partnership. As a reminder of their past love, Portia and Ellen treasure these memories even after they have parted ways. Their story exemplifies how happiness and hardship may coexist and have a lasting effect after a relationship ends. Personal growth after divorce. After her separation from Ellen, Portia de Rossi set out on a life-changing quest for self-awareness. Released from the pressures of a public marriage, she focused on herself and pursued interests that had been neglected while they were together. Portia returned to her passion for art and entrepreneurship by growing her business endeavors and embracing her creativity. She also made mental health a top priority, using techniques like mindfulness and meditation to recover from emotional trauma. She was able to remake herself on her terms due to this period of self-examination, which exposed her inner power and tenacity. Portia's journey shows the significance of accepting change as a chance for development. She discovered the freedom to change into the person she was destined to be by letting go of things that no longer served her. Her narrative exemplifies the beauty of self-discovery following loss and the strength of self-love. Moving forward with peace. Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi have found contentment in their post-divorce lives by welcoming fresh starts. Portia has used her experiences to promote resilience and authenticity, frequently sharing her story to encourage others going through similar struggles. Conversely, Ellen has continued to advocate for LGBTQ+ representation while concentrating on her charitable activities. They talk about their time together with mutual respect and fondness, even though they are no longer together. Audiences have responded favorably to Portia's candor about the highs and lows of their relationship, which has inspired others to face their challenges head-on. For both ladies, the goal of moving ahead was to create a future based on personal fulfillment and serenity rather than to erase the past. Their narrative encourages those navigating life's unexpected turns by demonstrating the strength to recover, mature, and find happiness after heartbreak. Portia's quiet return to acting. Portia de Rossi made a modest but significant comeback to the screen in 2018 after taking a break from acting to concentrate on her business endeavors. Although she had initially announced that she was retiring, her love of telling stories led her to return to work on projects that reflected her principles. Fame wasn't the reason behind Portia's comeback. Instead, it was the chance to play parts that spoke to her. Her return on the screen excited fans, especially when it came to roles that highlighted her complex skills and development as a person. Her return to acting showed she could change and grow, taking on new challenges with assurance. Portia's advocacy for sustainable living. Portia de Rossi has emerged as a leading proponent of sustainable living by raising awareness of environmental issues through her public activities and personal lifestyle. She has actively advocated for eco-friendly home design, sustainable fashion, and plant-based diets. She introduced a range of eco-friendly household items in 2021, demonstrating her dedication to lessening her environmental influence. Her initiatives to promote sustainability motivated many admirers to embrace more environmentally friendly habits in their daily lives. Through her advocacy, Portia demonstrated her commitment to changing the world for the better and revealed a part of herself that was just as driven and intentional.
If you've watched the video till here, that means you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notifications bell icon